everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today I'm doing another stalking video. I made one, I think 2 weeks ago called Cyberstalking, and I said in that video that I'm going to continue these videos because it is such a huge problem. You know, we're all using the internet and right now, and you know, to think that we aren't safe. You know, we can't just be like even anonymous and use these things and stuff. And the information that we put out there can be available for everyone. And it's the harassing. The harassment is just awful, you know. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, you know, the first video I made is to identify it. What is it? And it's really important to watch it. If you guys are watching this video, go watch that one too, please. Because it's just, this is such a problem. And I talk about it, I was pretty upset in the last one because I'm being stalked. I'm being harassed on all fronts by all kinds of people. And it's all coming from one person that has this smear campaign against me. Smear campaigns is stalking. And that's one thing that's why you need to know how to identify this stuff. Because what people will do is start these smear campaigns and they just call it different things. Oh, I'm exposing you as being a narcissist, so it's okay. Or, oh, I'm letting everyone know that you're a bad person. I'm letting everyone know that you're manipulating them. No, you're not. Okay, you're stalking. It's harassment. So we don't treat people like this, and that's what separates us from bad people. Because the bad people are the ones that do bad behavior, not good people. Good people don't do bad behavior and say, oh, it's just something else. Oh, it's okay that I do this because of this. If that was the case, we can go around and poke everyone in the eye for poking us in the eye, and everyone's got fucking no eyes. I mean, it's, you know, we can only judge people by their behavior, not their intentions. So when we observe someone's behavior and we say, hey, this is hurting someone else, that's it. It doesn't matter what your opinion of it is, right? If just like two people in a relationship, if my feelings are hurt by something that person did, that person doesn't need to sit there and say, no, I didn't mean to, or you shouldn't be hurt, or you should, no, I'm hurt. That's it, period. You're hurting me. What you're doing, your actions are hurting me, so you need to stop. So you could call it whatever you want. You could say it's because of this. You can excuse it. You can have your reasons and all this. It doesn't matter. Okay? Stalking is harassment, and we don't harass people. Harassment is illegal, and it's immoral. Okay? And if you've ever been on the receiving end of smear campaigns and stalking and this kind of public display of your life and tons of people just hating on you, it's a horrible, horrible feeling. It's a really bad experience, and I don't wish it on anybody. Not even the person doing it to me. I just, you know, this kind of stuff needs to stop, but it exists. So I think it's really important to identify it. What is it? Because so many people don't know what stalking is. You know, most of us have been stalked and we don't know. But we also know people that stalk people and we think it's okay. We don't realize the damage it's causing. And that's why it has become illegal in almost every country in the world. Because it's causing a huge problem. And with the internet on the rise, so is cyberstalking and bullying and stuff like this. So the first video is to identify it. This one I'm just going to talk about some things to do, some things you can do, because it's really difficult thing to fight. It's really hard. If you've ever been on the receiving end, you'll know how hard it is because you don't get a lot of cooperation. You know, platforms, social media like YouTube, they don't care. Okay, it's a business, and they don't care if you're even breaking the law. They don't care if you're harassing other people. They don't care. It's more business for them. It's more production. It's more, you know, there's more activity. That's all they care about. There's only two things you can't do on YouTube, and that's say someone's full name and use their photo. And then like banking information, stuff like that, you can't do that. So other than that, they don't care. I mean, I've been complaining to YouTube about people harassing me like all year long, and they just, oh well, it's good for us. We don't care about you. So something you need to know first. When you go on the internet, you're at your own risk, okay? You can't just sit there and blame everybody else. You're on it. You're on it. That's the way it is right now. It's dangerous. It's not very highly monitored or regulated. And a lot of these social platforms and medias, they don't care. That stuff is good. Go ahead and trash me. You know, let's have 100 channels all trashing someone famous. And if those 100 channels do well doing it, great. YouTube will even promote you. They'll suggest you. They don't care. Negative, positive, happy, sad, good, bad. They don't care. It's business. So you know that, accept it. That's the way it is. You go online, you offer information, you're giving it to everyone in the world. Okay? And you're also leaving yourself susceptible to attacks and bullying, stuff like that. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying, that's the way it is. So, first thing, identify this stuff. Unwanted or obsessive attention by an individual or group towards another person. That, like a smear campaign. So, any kind of unwanted attention. Any kind of unwanted attention. My stalker has made, countless videos, countless claims, accusations, massive slandering and libel and stuff like this. And just the other day, just messaged me on my Facebook professional page saying, I want proof that I'm stalking you. That's stalking. It's unwanted attention all year long that the person does not want. And now you're on their professional page saying, I want proof. I want proof I'm stalking you. That's the proof. You just gave more proof. Because that person does not want anything to do with you. So it's unwanted attention by an individual group towards another person. Unwanted or obsessive. I would call weekly videos and daily comments for an entire all year long. That's obsessive. Especially when the person's never messaged you back. If you are not messaging somebody and you don't want them to have anything to do with you, and you don't contact them and you leave them alone, and they're sitting there constantly talking about you to other people, constantly making audios or videos or all this stuff, posting things on the internet about you, contacting you, when you ignore them. I ignore my stalker, 100%. I get a comment one day, I ignore it. 2 months later, there's another comment. A month later, there's another question. There she is on my professional page. There she is on my everywhere. It's just sick. It's just sick. And they're so delusional, they don't get it. What? What do you mean? What is this? What's stalking? How am I stalking? You prove it. No, just leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop talking about me. Stop obsessing on me. Stop, accusing all these things. And so, very, very easy to identify this stuff. It's wrong. It's unwanted. Period. That's pretty cut and dry, right? It's just unwanted. Leave me alone. It doesn't matter if they're not just contacting you. They're posting something and having everyone jump on it, and then those people are attacking you. I mean, that's horrible stuff, and all of that is criteria for stalking. All of it. Okay, so when you go to my video and find out what is stalking, I list all kinds of stuff, and it's only one of those things you need to do. It's not a combination. Okay, a combination also is stalking, but one thing, constantly contacting someone that doesn't want you to contact them, that's stalking. Looking up people's private information, stalking. Talking about people that don't want you to talk about them constantly, obsessively, day after day, week after week, month after month, obsessive, stalking, harassment, all of it. And it's sad that us normal people know this, and that us normal people wouldn't want to do that. But then you have these obsessive, crazy stalkers that don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. It's not okay to obsess on someone. I'm not obsessed on someone. I'm just doing something good for them. No, leave them alone. Doesn't matter what your reasoning, your excuses, your intentions. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Any kind of campaign against someone that's unwanted is stalking. So you could say, I'm trying to expose someone. You're stalking someone. You could say, oh, I want to let everyone know they're a bad person. You're stalking them. And it's not okay to stalk anyone. You can't just say, oh, they're a bad person, so I can terrorize them. I can harass them. I can make them feel like crap. And I'll get to that in a minute. So, second thing, you've identified it. You know what it is. Second thing you do is keep a record. Okay, so what happened? I want dates and times. I want phone calls, text, emails, talk about what they talked about, videos. Copy all this stuff. I've got a stack this high of what my stalker's done to me. And she wants proof. So, build your case, because it's really important to do this. I've got, here, I'll show you this. So this is an FBI report, okay? Little FBI seal right here. I went into the FBI and I filled out a report about my stalker. Now, some people may think, oh, that's not a big deal. They aren't going to go arrest her right away. No, this right here, this is me totally documenting everything. So, you know, back in January, this person did this. Back in February, I reported her to here, and she kept coming out more stuff. And in March, I did a FBI report. And in April, I contacted a lawyer, and a lawyer contacted them. You know, all these things add up, you know, because the idea of stalking is it's unwanted. So if you can prove they're doing it in January, and then in February, and in March, and in April, and in May, here we are in May, still doing it. So that's stalking. That's stalking. It's unwanted. It's obsessive. It's repetitive. It's every day. It's every week. It's every month. It's not one event. It's not one, you know, hey, this guy's a bad person. It's, I hate this person. I want them dead. I want them to go away. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Because stalking is obsession, period. And it's either, you know, an obsession that I want you or an obsession that I hate you. I love you or I hate you. Okay, so, and I think that's pretty easy to tell when what they're doing, if they hate you or like you. So, important, you know, save emails, screenshots, save your phone calls, save emails, everything, save everything. Just, if you have a printer, print it out, boom, 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 and have a stack like this when you go to court to sue this person. Because this isn't just, you know, this is illegal and it's immoral. So you can take someone to civil, or you can take someone to criminal court, and then after they're found guilty, then you sue them. And if they own anything, like houses, businesses, it gets taken. Taken. You don't get to stalk and harass someone and have a thriving business. You don't get to stalk and harass someone and take away their freedom while you get to walk around and be free. You'll be in jail. Okay, and it doesn't matter if, you know, that these are nasty, obsessive crimes towards people. Jails and judges and stuff, they don't care about that. They want you gone. They want you out of society where you belong. You don't belong in society. Next thing you do is no contact. You do not engage. You just try to ignore. No reaction. Okay, these things are important because what this person wants is your reaction, right? They want a reaction from you. You know, defend yourself by seeking help, by seeking assistance. Like I said, reporting stuff. If you can afford it, get a lawyer. A lawyer will help you with this stuff. A lawyer knows different ways to attack this and help you. And then sue. If you need to, sue this person. Why not? It can get very expensive, and a lot of lawyers don't do a you know, where they'll help you first, and if they win, you pay them. You know, a lot of these cases, lawyers won't help you like that. You need the money. And what I've found out is if lawyers tell you that they'll do it pro bono, don't trust them. It'll get messy. So the idea is don't tolerate when you see it, because these people rely on support. So you've identified this. Now it's against you. So you have no contact, you ignore, and you're documenting and saving everything. But, you guys, when you see a public smear campaign and you see someone talking bad about other people and harassing them and stuff like that, you can go tell them to stop, because these people, they have massive insecurities. They're doing this for attention and they want to hate on this person, you know. So and all they care about is what everybody else thinks. So if they get enough negative attention, stop, you suck, you're a bad person, blah, 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 a lot of times they'll stop, at least stop publicly. They're obsessed, so they might keep obsessing on you behind closed doors, but hopefully the public has stopped, the public harassment, because that's where other people jump on. And if they're doing anything to try and encourage, entice anybody to try and do that with you, absolute stalking. That's absolutely illegal. So if someone posts videos on a YouTube channel that is hate propaganda against you, and somebody else hates on it, stalking. It's so immorally wrong. It's just, why would you treat someone like that? Why? Because you think they're a bad person, so be awful to them? Now you're an awful person? It doesn't make sense. And the kind of support, you know, there's always idiots out there that support anything. Anything. I can make videos about walking off the cliff, and people be like, David, let me walk off with you. This is awesome. You know, I mean, it's just sick. So, no contact. But also defend against this stuff. So I'm not saying for you to reach out and to start defending yourself against the person that is stalking you. I'm saying when you see us, when everybody else sees this kinds of public harassment and humiliation and things like this and attacks, we tell them to stop. Report them. Report them on the social media account they're on. Now, I know I just told you that YouTube doesn't care about that stuff, but what YouTube does care about is what the mass thinks. So you get enough people reporting them and stuff like that, they will take their account down, and I've seen it. Okay? That stuff's important, especially if they have a large base of people that are willing to harass you, you know? Next thing, like I said, get professional help. Very, very important, okay? Why I say this is because it's very distressful. Since this has been happening to me, I don't care what people think about me personally. I really, really don't. I think all of us have some degree of that we care. I do. So I have some degree, I guess, that I care about what people think about me. But on a personal level, I don't. Because I know exactly who I am. And if somebody doesn't care for me or like me, that's okay. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I work hard. I treat people really well. I'm good to my close friends and family and stuff like this. So I don't need to worry about it too much. Okay? What has, it's when they start bothering your business. This stalker's taking food out of my mouth. They're trying to ruin my business. They're trying to ruin my home. They're trying to ruin my relationships. It's just, crazy. It's distressing. So on a personal level, I wouldn't care. I really wouldn't if people don't like me, say bad things about me, especially people that don't know me. I mean, you guys are watching my videos. Don't think that you totally know me, okay? You just can't. You can't go on YouTube and watch people's videos and think, oh, I totally know that. Because no matter what, there's a part of everyone that's kind of acting in front of a camera, I'm on my best behavior, So, I have people that watch my videos and just want to judge me on that and say I'm this awful, awful person. Well, it's distressing. It's so stressful. I mean, it gets to the point where you're afraid to check your mail, your email. You're afraid to check your voicemails. You're afraid to check your text messages, your phone calls, your business. I got to the point where I didn't even want to look at anything anymore because I just knew it was just going to be harassment, and it wears you down. Months of that, it just wears you down. It's just a horrible feeling. So that is something, that is a absolute detailed proof that you're being stalked. Okay? It's what it's causing you. And this is damaging, meaning you have civil damages. This is what you sue for. Okay? So, when there's proof that they've been stalking you for a long period of time, they're screwed. They're screwed. When they have stuff posted all year long that they're stalking you, and here's comments and doing this, they're so screwed because it shows that they're obsessed. It shows that it's unwanted, and it shows that they don't care about you, that they want to hurt you. They want you to feel bad. They want you to do bad. And that's a sick son of a bitch. Okay? I have people that have abused me in my life, and I don't wish anything bad on them. I don't. No revenge. No fucking, just sick. That's sick. Stay away from people. You don't like someone, stay away from them. If you're obsessing on them, there's something cuckoo in your head. Okay? So, build your case. Number one thing is to ignore it. Leave it alone. Don't give that person attention. But the problem with that is this is about obsessiveness. This is about obsession. So you ignoring somebody can make it worse. I'm not suggesting that you don't. That's what you have to do. But what I'm saying is that doesn't end it with stalkers. It doesn't end it. You'll see. That's why there's tons of stalkers in prison. That's why there's tons of people with stalking convictions on their record. Lots. I should have looked up some of the stats on that, actually. Maybe in the next video, because I told you I'm not done. I'm never done with this because people aren't done doing it to others. And people get away with it. Very important. People get away with this shit. I mean, we just started making laws. They're just now kind of being enforced, So, hopefully that gets better. I'm sure it will. This is going to be a multi-million-dollar business, stalking and defending it. So, I think the important part is to know that morally, it's horrible. It's total abuse. You can call it what you want. It's morality. It's totally abusive. Okay. It causes a lot of hurt and pain to other people. So we don't allow that. So when we see it, when we identify it, we try to stop it because these people want attention. And I know that's negative. That might be kind of negative. But when you have someone going on for months and they will not slow down and they will not stop, I guess ignoring them isn't working, is it? It doesn't work. Ignoring stalkers doesn't work. Stalking is very serious. People get murdered every year by their stalker. Okay? The other thing this does is it entices and encourages other people to do bad things to you. So if someone has a public smear campaign against you, okay, be very careful because you can look at that individual and say, I don't think that person would physically hurt me or harm me. But you don't know the thousands of people that see that stuff and what they are capable of doing. Because that's the kind of level that you're on now. With this cyber stalking and this public smear campaigns. All it takes is one bad person to see that stuff and say, I'm going to take this person out. And guess what? Guess who's going to get in trouble for that? The person encouraging it. Saying, oh, I didn't know. They acted on their own. No. You have a campaign against them. You've convinced that person they're bad. And that this needs to happen. You encouraged it. You're going to get in trouble. So, don't put up with it. Help others that you see this happening to, right? And just don't accept it. Fight these people. Fight them. I've realized literally just recently this isn't going to stop, so I'm fighting. I'm doing everything I can to make sure these people that harass me are going into jail and lose what they have. Because that's the only thing that'll stop them. When you have someone obsessed on your demise, and then they want thousands of other people to try and hurt you, time to fight back. Time to do something to stand up for yourself. You don't have to contact that loser, that weirdo, that unstable, sick person that wants proof that they're stalking you while they're stalking you. They're delusional, man. Obsessive people are just, to me, the nastiest people I've ever known. Just nasty. Just sit there and obsess on you. It's so gross. It's just the worst feeling ever. To live your life every day, to think that you're being stalked and harassed and people want to hurt you and people want you destroyed. It's a bad feeling. You can ignore it all you want. You can pretend it's not, nothing's going on. But it is. It is. Because you feel it inside. You feel it when like I said, you check your messages, all of them. I never know, every day I'm getting some kind of harassment from someone. So it's not cool. So it's got to stop. So, don't be afraid to fight this and find a way to fight it where you're not just contacting them. You know what I mean? Because don't contact these people because it looks bad. If you're trying to prove someone's stalking you and it's both sides fighting back and you do this and they do that and then you defend yourself and they do that and then you come out with a video and they come out with a video, it looks bad. Okay? Stalking's one-sided. You have one person here, and I don't care how they knew each other. Doesn't matter if they were married. Doesn't matter if it's your mother. Doesn't matter if it's your priest. Doesn't matter if you've never met them. You have one person here saying, leave me alone. You have another person going, arr, 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 arr. You're like this. You do that. This person's bad. Hey, contact me. Hey, tell me what I'm doing that's wrong. Hey, hey. And this person's just ignoring them. Looks pretty bad. You can't dismiss that. Okay? Hope some of this information helps. And I'll keep making videos. So you guys, if you have questions and concerns about this stuff, go down below and ask me and I'll address them in the next stalking video. Okay? Thanks, guys. Always take good care of yourself and each other. Love yourself first. And I will see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks.